Hey, everybody found us. Welcome into another Wide Eye Sports mock draft. We got everybody joining the mock today. It's a very special 2-round mock draft. We're going 2 rounds deep today. We're going to do everybody rotating. We've been doing it to where one person is the GM. Today's a little different. Today, everybody's going to get to be a GM. Okay, we're going every other pick will be a different person. There is not been an order selected yet. So I did the most recent mock draft on the podcast this past week. So I think we should it's kind of in order. We'll go Riley, then we'll go Dalton, then we'll go me, and then we'll go Spoon. And then Riley, Dalton, me, Spoon, Riley, Dalton, me, Spoon, Riley, Dalton, me, Spoon. Is everybody okay with that? Or yep. Spoon, if you don't want to go last, I'll go last.
I don't care. It's fine.
Okay. All right, cool. So we'll do that. We'll go every other throughout the whole 2 rounds of the draft. I have it pulled up here on the mock draft simulator. Thank you, Pro Football Focus, for having such a nice, clean simulator for us. With that, the Bears are on the clock, Riley.
And I think it's already the pick was in before the draft ever started. The Bears are going Caleb Williams here.
All righty, Dalton, that puts you up at number 2.
Washington, right?
Yep.
I mean, I don't think there's a world where they don't take Jaden Daniels.
Cool. I will select Jaden Daniels to Washington. That puts me up with New England. And man, I'm telling you guys, it was the same on the podcast the other day. Except this time it's not. Minnesota is going to say, we see you, we hear you. We just don't want to give up that next year's first round pick. We'll give you 2. And they say, no, we're not going to do it. We're just going to take Drake May and we're going to move on.
Okay.
They can't come to an agreement. Minnesota ends up saying, no, thank you. We're not giving up 3. We'll only give you 2.
So you had kind of made this when you had J.J. McCarthy going at 6th, but do you see anyone trading up to 4th for him?
For JJ, no. I don't think anybody will trade up and give up the extra draft capital to go get him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Spoon's probably just going to send him to Arizona, right? I can't even finish it. If you watch the podcast this week, you'll know we had a heavy JJ McCarthy debate. I'm a fan. Spoon is not. What's new?
Marvin Harrison Jr. That is nothing new.
Nothing new there. All right, Riley, it's back around to you.
Man, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I think the Chargers will take Joe Alt here.
Joe Alt, who's? I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't know who Justin Herbert's going to throw to this year, but sure, why not? Dalt, who you got? We got Malik Neighbors just sitting on the board. You said it this week on the podcast. He needs weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say either Malik Neighbors or somebody on the offensive line, but I'm going to go Malik Neighbors. All
righty. Malik is the pick. And then Tennessee. Tennessee is up. And I'm gonna send Brock Bowers to Tennessee. Tennessee takes Brock Bowers. Spoon, that leaves you. I really I did it.
You did it.
Spoon?
Send us Dallas Turner.
Dallas Turner. All right. Riley, you are on the clock.
He gets both Bears picks? Goddamn.
Yeah, that's right. I had this planned out perfectly. You didn't hear me say a peep about going first.
Yeah.
Well, man, I want to take Rome Odunze, but we hold on. We also need another edge to go on the other side of Montez Sweat. So I'm kind of leaning Latu here. With Dallas
Latu. I mean, you're the GM. You do what you want.
Yep. Let's go. Is it Latu?
It's Liatu, like Lee, but Lai is
Latu.
Boom. And the New York Jets are on the clock. Dalt? We have a needed tackle, defensive
Yeah.
interior.
How are they doing on running back? Who's their running back?
I mean, Brees Hall is their running back.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's really nobody of...
No,
I mean-
nobody's taking a top 20 running back. But I don't think a first round running back goes this year. I'd be very surprised if they did.
I'm going to go Cooper DeJean to
All
complement Sauce Gardner.
All right, he's going crazy with it.
Yeah.
All right, Minnesota's on the clock, and here I think they waited. They played it patient this time. They're getting a top talent at quarterback, and they're moving on.
All right. Broncos on the clock. One guy that I'm looking at, but I can also see a trade. Don't accept this trade yet. Are you ready for this trade?
Yeah.
I saw somebody report it. I kind of like it. Dallas Cowboys trading up to this number 12 spot for Fashanu. The Cowboys are going to receive the number 12, the number 21, and 2025 and 2025 first and second rounder, 2026 fourth rounder, and the Broncos receive Dak Prescott.
Wow. Man.
Wow.
I don't hate that at all, by the way. Just letting anybody know from home, I don't hate that.
I
We're
love
getting-
that.
What, go in with Trey Lance as the starter?
Yeah.
Go ahead, try. Do whatever you want to. You do whatever you got to do. Build that team up. You got a bunch of picks that are coming your way. I don't hate it. I'm not going to do it. I feel like that's a little crazy. To
Oh, he
announce
teased
here.
us. He
I did
teased
tease
us.
Da-
All right,
Dalton's
what do you
just-
feel? What do you
he's
feel
in
then?
favor.
What do you feel?
I'm just going to send Troy Fatanu to the Broncos.
Patanu. Solidifying guard there. All right, Riley, Oakland's on the clock. Who you got?
Man. Let's go Rome Odunze.
I
I
like
like
it.
the thought of him being there with Devontae Adams.
Don't hate it.
Dalt, New Orleans Saints are on the clock. They got quarterback, receiver, tackle, D-line. Really, any of these top four guys, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. Really, anybody on the board here is a great pick for New Orleans. They need it.
I'm gonna have him take JC.
JC Latham.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Okay.
JC Latham to New Orleans, stays down south. I like it. And then Indianapolis is on the clock. They're going Quinyon Mitchell. Boom, sent. And Spoon has the Hawks.
All right. Man, a lot of needs here. I'm gonna go Jared Verse. I'm gonna give them another edge
Jared
rusher.
Verse. All right, I like it. They don't have a premier edge rusher. Good pick. Riley, who you got?
Who would be your guys' top tackle on the board?
Jerzon Newton. Johnny Newton is my top tackle. Spoon's
Yep.
gonna say Byron Murphy, but
I don't care. I don't think you can go wrong.
are we
with
talking
either
about
one of them.
defensive tackle or offensive tackle?
I was talking about offensive tackle.
Oh,
Oh,
offensive
Fashanu.
tackle. I would say
Fashanu.
Fashanu and then probably Mims.
Yeah, Fashanu.
So let's go for Shanu here.
All righty.
All right.
And then the Bengals are gonna take Mims.
Yep.
Ooh,
They
I
need an
like it.
offensive tackle too.
The LA Rams. Woo. With a surprise turn of events, take Michael Penix Jr. to be Matthew Stafford's replacement
Yep.
instead of taking the defensive tackle replacement for Aaron Donald.
I mean, he fell.
McVay needs his next guy, and he's going and getting him.
He fell. That's a good pick. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit for the Steelers. I'm gonna go Terrion Arnold here.
Terrion
Give him a
Arnold.
corner.
All right, Miami's on the clock, Riley. What are you doing there with your Miami Dolphins pick?
Let's take that center, Jackson Powers Johnson.
Jackson
Okay.
Powers Johnson to Miami. Philly's on the clock, Dalton. You just had your center nabbed.
Philly
have a needed
realized that
DB?
they are a terrible team and are disbanding and giving all their players and picks to the Cowboys. No. Yeah, I think they go center.
You're gonna
I
have
mean,
to
the
rank
next,
a little bit.
the next
Zach
center is
Frazier.
way down here on the board. Zach Frazier.
So yeah, I don't think they waste
They
a
could-
first rounder on that. I think
They
that
could go defensive back.
Yeah, I would. That's where I'd probably go if I was them. But you are their GM. What would you like
Nate
to
Wiggins.
do? Nate Wiggins out of Clemson. Going
Nate
to
Wiggins.
Oh, I got both Vikings picks. Oh, I didn't even plan that. There we go. All right. What are we doing here? Minnesota? We're going to go Jerzon Newton. We need defensive interior help so bad.
Great pick.
So bad. Dallas is on the clock, Spoon.
And Spoon got the pick, and I'm sending Byron Murphy the second. Give us.
Oh, could you
interior
imagine?
defensive line help? His
could
jersey
you-
would be bought. His
And
jersey
then
would be bought.
Riley gets Green Bay.
Oh.
Dalton got Philly as a Cowboys fan, and Riley gets Green Bay as a Bears fan. Oh, how glorious is it? Me and Spoon just got the best deal ever.
I love it. I'm sorry, Dalton.
Man, and I don't
I don't know if
pay
you like my
attention
pick
to
or not, but-
what are their O-line, D-line, and DB.
I did like your pick.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do Tyler Nubin, the top safety
Tyler
on the board.
Nubin out of Minnesota. Just
I
jumping
like
the
it.
border,
Jump
going
in
to
the-
Green Bay.
Jump on the board.
All righty. Tampa Bay is on the clock, Dalton. Another easy pick. You can pick literally anybody on the board.
Yeah,
And
they
Tampa
need
Bay would be
everything.
stoked.
Yeah, Fuaga.
Fuaga, I like it.
I
Best
don't hate
player
it.
available. Best player available.
Yep.
All right. Arizona's on the clock. I mean, we did. Who had Arizona this time?
I did.
Yeah, you took Marvin Harrison? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I am. I'm gonna go Graham Barton.
I don't
No,
hate
I'm
it.
not. No, they don't need a tackle. They don't need a tackle. They need a center. I'm reaching a little bit here on Zach Frazier, but I'm taking him. And the
Cool.
Bills are on the clock. Spoon.
Send Adonai Mitchell, not Lad McConkey. Adonai Mitchell to the Bills.
If you don't know, me and Spoon also disagree on Adonai Mitchell versus Lad McConkey.
Now,
Alrighty, Riley gets the Detroit pick.
yeah, I'm just covering.
We know
all the
where
bases.
we're going. We
You-
know
you
what
don't
we're
have
doing.
you don't have to go
Dan
with it,
Campbell's
man. You
doing
can-
push-ups
you can-
in the background already.
I feel like Dan Campbell would love Kool-Aid McKinstry too. Just letting you know, I think you
Dan
would
Campbell
love him.
is literally
But it's up to
standing
you.
behind Riley right now, just
Yeah.
going, linebacker.
It's just such a
Linebacker!
Dan Campbell move. I can't see anyone else taking him in the first round. Let's do
Right?
Peyton Wilson, linebacker.
Yeah, let's go. Most Dan Campbell thing. All right, next up is Baltimore. Dalton, who you got?
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's going to Baltimore.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I don't hate it.
And
Defensive
I
line.
have San Francisco and
Or trade? Is there a trade?
I think who has the Raiders pick? Who has the next Raiders pick? Who has 44? So it'd be Spoon, Riley, Dalton, me, Spoon, Riley, Dalton, me, Spoon, Riley, Dalton, me, Spoon. So we lost Dalton. We'll try to add him back here. There he is. We got him back. Spoon, number 44 and number 112 for number 31.
Send it.
Trade is accepted.
And the Raiders will take. Go to quarterbacks.
Bo,
Okay, he's right there. He's
Nix.
already there.
Bo Nix goes at the back end of the first round.
So do I get this
Similar
pick
to where
too?
Yep, you get this pick right
Okay.
here.
Send me Brian Thomas Jr.
BTJ going to Kansas City. Riley, you are on the clock.
I like Lad McConkey here.
Yeah, I like Lad McConkey too. He's a great receiver.
The second round, I love it.
All right, Dalt, who you got? Patriots are on the clock. They have they took their quarterback of the future in round one.
Patriots are looking for another wide receiver, and they're going to take Troy Franklin.
Out of Oregon. Bo Nick's favorite weapon.
Love it.
All right. Arizona's back up on the clock. I mean, let's see. I forget who I sent them. All right. Zach Frazier, the Zach Frazier pick. They're going to go Chop Robinson. They're going to beef up their D line now. They beefed up their O line. They're going to get Chop Robinson.
I just want to shout out that he's been going in the first round in a lot of our mocks, and he's slipped to the second on this one.
Slipped to the second here.
Not bad. I think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. That would be my third Texas player that I've drafted.
Fine.
I can't do it. I'm gonna go Graham Barton, take the offensive lineman to help us out.
Huge fall for him. Great player going to Washington.
You saw who I was looking at though. Tight end.
I saw it. Riley, Jim Harbaugh is literally getting to pick between two of his dudes, and he needs both positions.
And this is where I think he would go wide receiver.
He goes Roman Wilson?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't hate it.
Tennessee's on the clock, Dalt. What are you feeling?
Tennessee.
Yep. I think I had him take, Joe Alt. You had him with Joe Alt in the first round.
Still need a wide receiver.
Still need a wide receiver. Need a quarterback.
I'm gonna give him
Edge even.
Mike. Who's that quarterback out of Michigan?
All right.
I'm not 100%. It's Sane or Reese still, if I remember correctly. It's a very unnatural last name. Not very. It doesn't really roll off the tongue well. But a lot of names are like that. So now I have Carolina. Carolina's on the clock. Carolina needs a lot of help. I'm gonna send Brandon Fisk.
I like
They're
it.
gonna get Fisk. They're gonna just get an absolute stud athlete and hope they can turn him into something great.
All right.
Buckner.
So I had Washington.
Yep.
They took their quarterback.
Yep.
They took their offensive lineman.
Yep.
They have not touched tight end.
Yep.
Now's the time to send Jatavian Sanders from Texas.
All right, Riley, with the second Green Bay pick.
Yeah, no kidding. Maybe I didn't think this through.
I was about to say, he was all hyped when it was 1 and 9, and now he's got both Green Bay.
This is the first time we've gone into the second round.
Yep.
I didn't do the math that far.
All right, and we had them taking Tyler Nubin in the first round.
So they got their safety.
They could use some O-line help. They could use some D-line help.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I'd have to lean on you guys. Who's the better prospect between the Oklahoma and the Arizona guy?
Oklahoma, Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, I was going to say Tyler Guyton.
Then let's go Tyler Guyton.
All righty. Dalt, you got Houston on the clock.
Texans? What do the fucking Texans even need?
Linebacker. They lost 2 linebackers. They lost a corner. They lost a D tackle. I think that was all they lost on their defense. They gained wide receiver. They could use tackles. They don't need them though. They got 2 good 2 starter tackles.
I'd probably
They just got Stephon Diggs, so they don't really need a wide receiver.
They don't need wide receiver. Well, but Stephon Diggs is a 1-year rental potentially.
That's
so
true.
you could go receiver here if you really wanted to. They just signed Danielle Hunter, so
no, I don't think that they would need another wide receiver at least this year. I think, or at least with this pick anyway. I don't see any linebackers in like that top 10-ish area, so I think I'm going to give them.
The nearest linebacker is way down here. Edgerton Cooper.
Who's the next cornerback? And it's Rakestraw.
Next cornerback, Rakestraw. You want to go Rakestraw Jr.?
Yeah.
Alrighty, sending it.
I don't hate it.
All right, then I have the next 2 picks because me and Spoon traded the San Francisco and Vegas picks. So I have the next 2 picks. Atlanta is up on the clock first. And I'm just going to... I'm going to send TJ Tampa. TJ Tampa's going to Atlanta. They need the secondary help. They got to get guys in there. And then this pick, the San Francisco 49ers will go with maybe the most underrated prospect in this draft, Chris Jenkins. Played on the best defense in college football last year and was the number 1 D tackle. And he's going to go join a studly defense and fill some holes over there. So with that, Riley, you are on the clock.
And who did the Saints take in the first round?
The Saints took J.C. Latham. J.C. Latham in the first round.
What is Penix still on the board?
No. Penix already went.
He's gone.
Penix. It's Penix. Like a pen.
Have the
Am I not allowed to Penix? That's too much.
Big Penix energy.
Big Penix energy, right there.
Yeah. If you all don't know
All
at
right.
home, there was a college football game day host that was chanting Big Penix energy outside of the UW this year when they came to Seattle for a game. So that was a thing. These are the quarterbacks left on the board here.
Yeah, and I don't really like any of them going here.
Cool. What do you think? I mean, I could see them going
Keon Coleman?
Yeah. Almost like Kenyon.
That's kind of where I was leaning too. Yeah, let's go
Keon.
Keon.
Coleman. All right. Dalton Indy's on the board. They could use a wide receiver. They could use a little bit of everything. They use a safety. They could use a running back. We could have our first running back go. They could use the edge help. They have a lot of holes.
Let's give him Javon Bullard.
Javon Bullard.
Oh,
safety out of Georgia.
Yep.
He's there. He's on there. He's on there.
He's on there?
Yeah. Georgia.
Oh, right
look at
there.
Georgia. Yep. There you go.
I was trying to click up here and it wouldn't let me click. I was like, it's doing that right there. I wasn't on the arrow. Alrighty. New York is on the clock and I have the pick. Oof. Let's see. They took, who'd you have? Malik Neighbors in the first. Malik Neighbors in the first. We got Danny Dimes. We got Malik Neighbors.
Do they need a running back?
They do. They do need a running back. And I'm
First
gonna go
running
Blake
back
Corum.
off the board?
Is Blake Corum out of Michigan.
Wow. Hating on the Texas running backs. That's
Yeah. Let's be honest. He's the best running back in this draft.
ooh, that's debatable. Go ahead and go to I already know who I'm sending. It is Isaac out of Penn State.
Isaac out
Edge
of Penn
rusher.
State.
I'm gonna butcher that first.
I was
name.
looking first. I was looking for
Adisa
first
Isaac.
names. I was like Isaac. All right, Cincinnati's on the clock. Riley, we need a tight end. I think we sent tackle in the first round, didn't we? Yeah, we did Amarius Mims in the first round. So tight end, defensive interior, not a whole lot here.
But they also need a running back now, do they not?
Yeah,
You
they
do.
do. They
Let's
do.
take Jonathan Brooks.
All right,
Yes,
Jonathan Brooks.
That is the best running back in the draft.
And Dalton gets Dalton gets the next Philadelphia pick. Let's go. The city of Philadelphia is in shambles, having a Cowboys guy pick for them twice. We're sorry, Philly fans, if you're watching this right now. Who you feeling, Dalton? Who you feeling? I feel like they could go Jalen Polk.
Really?
A lot of good receivers here. Add another
I'm gonna
weapon.
give him a Gator. Give him Ricky. Who's that? Parasol.
Yep, Ricky
I
Pearsall.
love it.
All right. And I got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is on the clock, and they're going to go Xavier Legette. I think that's easy for him. Easy pick. All right. LA Rams. Spoon, what are you feeling?
Who did I take with the Rams in the first round?
You
I already took their tackle, didn't I?
Penix.
Oh, I
Penix
took
went first.
Penix. Okay.
You did, I did. I think I did. I think I took Penix.
Man, I just think it's just
You
tough.
could give
letting him
you could
sit
give
there.
Penix. You could give Penix. I mean, you don't really need a receiver.
We don't need a receiver. I think
You
we
don't
just go
need it.
Jordan. We just take the best one on the board, and it's Jordan Morgan. We need a tackle
right.
anyway.
Cool. All right, Philly's on the clock. Riley, who you got?
Let's take the Washington State safety.
Jaden Hicks, little Wazoo action.
Yeah.
Love it. Love the Wazoo action. Dalton, the Browns are on the clock. Cleveland. Believeland.
Who's their quarterback?
Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, that's right. Go ahead and give him Polk.
Give him Polk. All right. Ballsy. I like it. All right. Miami's on the clock, and I'm going to give them. I'm going to give them Edgerton Cooper. I'm going to send a linebacker out there. Give them some help in the defense. They lost Kyle Van Noy this offseason to the Vikings, so they need some linebacker help over there. That guy played a lot of snaps for them, so they get their Kyle Van Noy replacement in the second round.
Will you go 2 tackles for me now?
Tackles.
This is where we draft our offensive lineman, Dalton.
Who are we going with?
I am going with Blake Fisher out of Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Notre Dame tackle. All right. Well, Riley, you're on the clock with Tampa Bay. And like before, they need everything. So
Yes.
last time they took a tackle. So the tackle need has been eliminated, but they need everything else. So
Yes.
fire away.
Let's take the top edge on the board.
All right, Jonathan Ellis.
Yes.
Or Jonah Ellis. I said Jonathan. Jonah Ellis. We lost Dalton again. Get him back up here. Keeps dropping out of the feed. Sorry about that. Dalton, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Dalton?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
We can hear you now.
Little
Who does
laggy.
Green Bay? Who does Green Bay take right here? All right, we
who
seem
did
to have
they
lost.
take last
Oh,
time? They
maybe,
took a quarterback.
They did not take a quarterback. No, they definitely did not take
Corner?
a quarterback. They took corner, tackle, and safety. They took tackle and safety, so they don't need a tackle or a safety.
All right. Give him the best available corner.
Best available cornerback, Kamari Lassiter. I have a problem with that every time. All right, then Houston is on the board. This one's easier for me. Chris Braswell. Just load the D-line depth up. You got Daniil Hunter down there now. He's getting up there in age. Even though you just signed to a 3-year deal, you have a guy here for the next 4 years as a rookie come in as a depth piece. Spoon, who you got with Buffalo?
Oh, Buffalo. We took a wide receiver already. Man. Think
I
we're going
like-
to take Darius Robinson
All right, I don't hate it.
out of
Mizzou
Missouri.
boy.
Yep.
Riley, you got the Detroit pick. Who you taking? Again, Riley just getting all the NFC North picks.
Yeah,
except for
I
the
don't know
Vikings.
what it is.
I love this. I love this.
The only ones I haven't gotten are the Vikings.
And they only had 2, and they're both first rounders.
Yeah. Oh man.
What are you feeling? I
I
mean,
think
think
the
you're Dan
Lions-
Campbell.
I know, but this might be a
Remember
little
what you had,
Dan Campbell like.
Oh, you're telling Dan Campbell he got his linebacker in the first round, and now you're taking over as the GM and making a GM move?
Yes,
I like it. Who you
Xavier
taking?
Worthy,
Xavier
wide
Worthy.
receiver out of
I
Texas.
love it. I love the pick.
All right, let me pause real quick on the draft. I don't think that happens because of Jamison Williams and they really like him. But other than that, great pick. Dalton, can you hear us? Do we have you back now, buddy?
I see
In
him.
and out.
In and
Can you
out.
hear me?
Sorry.
Yeah, I
Yep,
can
we can
hear
hear you, buddy. Who's Baltimore taking? I don't got him anymore. We're
I need
having-
more defense, I would say.
Oh, we got him back. Marshawn Nealand.
Best available defense player.
Marshawn Nealand.
Marshawn
is the best
Nealand.
available, if you can hear us. Sorry about the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Dalton's
Yeah, I
in
can,
between internet providers. What was that, Dalton?
yeah, give him Marshawn.
Cool. Thank you. Perfect. Alrighty, and then it's me with San Francisco again. And San Francisco has a well-known running back by the name of Christian McCaffrey. And I don't know if you guys know this, but he's getting up there in age. And Shanahan likes his running backs. and he is going to go Jalen Wright out
No
of the
way.
University of Tennessee. Great running back, going to be a great player for a long time. Spoon, you have the final pick of the second round with the
I
Kansas
do.
City Chiefs.
Pretty easy pick for me here. They already got a wide receiver. I think they kind of got a steal, taking Brian Thomas at the end of the first round.
Yep.
So they're going to get another steal here. They're going to take Kingsley Sumatia. If I'm pronouncing that right.
Yep, you got it.
Tackle out of BYU. I think that is an absolute steal for the end of the second round.
All righty. Well, that's going to be it. That's going to be the full 2-round mock draft. I mean, I feel like we did pretty good here. I don't feel like we're as knowledgeable into the second round. You know, we have some lack in certain specific team needs. We're fans. We don't know everything. All right, we're just having fun with this. So here's the first round. Go ahead and pause it. Take a screenshot so you can send it to us later when we're completely wrong and be like, "Hi, you idiots!" So make sure to call us out on our wrongdoings. And then we'll be back here.
I don't know where the second round's at. I guess is it there?
I don't know. Oh, full results.
Oh, full results. There you go.
There it is. It shows it this way. So here's part of the second round. Go through the second round here. You can pause, go slow mo, play to 2.5. Or 0.25 on the YouTube button. So other than that, do you guys have anything you want to add? Anything you want to say? Spoon, I know you won't be joining us next week. Is there anything you want to get off your chest before the you won't have anything else? You won't be able to say anything before the draft. Is there anything you want to say before the draft comes?
I mean, besides JJ McCarthy being a bust, I think I'm pretty well set, guys. So yeah, y'all won't see me next week, but I will be involved live on the stream for the draft, and I'm excited. I hope that I hope it doesn't take forever. We're going to go for as long as we can. I promise you guys that.
Just so everybody knows, we will be live streaming our reactions for the first round of the NFL draft on Thursday night. We'll go live as soon as the first round starts. So as soon as Commissioner Goodell gets up there, gets booed, boo, we'll hop on. We'll be talking speculation. Now, I think we can all assume Caleb Williams will be the first overall pick. But we'll be on there. We'll be live. Make sure to check that out. That's at Wide Eye Sports on Instagram and X. So hop on there, follow us both, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe on this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to Spotify if you're listening that way. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Yep. See you guys.
See you.